What's up, guys? Mr. Freecoiner coming back to you again today. Hope everybody's doing well and you are taking care of yourselves. Okay, before I get into this now, I want you guys to remember I am not a financial advisor. I'm simply sharing my thoughts and opinions, so please only take it as that. Now, guys, first things first. Here we are. The real world, what is definitely affecting us right now is this. We're in the midst of a trade war, currency war. I mean, the stock market is circling the drain. The economy is circling the drain, but we're not really being warned about this. And we're in dire straits, and nobody really is sounding the alarm. But you know what? It'll come to light soon enough. Anyway, as you can see here, between President Trump and China, this tariff situation is getting really out of hand. China is imposing tariffs on items that are sent here. The president is saying, hey, no more China goods here, and he's ordering American companies to start looking for alternatives. All right. How this is all going to shake out, who knows? But I can definitely tell you this. The ones that will suffer will be us. Those of us who are used to purchasing things on Amazon, cheap items. Those of us who are drop shippers and people who order things from China and depend on the sales of these products to make a living. You know, there are thousands of people doing that very thing right now. So will this happen? Will this actually go forward? I don't know. We will see. But it definitely does not look to be in any way helpful to the future of our economy. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Now, here it says Thailand's largest commercial bank is using Ripple to power cross-border payments platform. Now, I found this article pretty interesting because, you know, it's someone from a bank that is realizing what's about to happen, the future of banks, the future of, of economy, to be honest with you, how people will bank in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and read it, and I'll read this very first sentence here so you get an idea of what's going on here. SCB Thailand is officially using Ripple to power cross-border payments through its EasyPay app. Okay. Now, if we go on down here, it says the app lets SCB Thailand customers move money to a long list of countries, including the U.S., UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and Singapore. Payments to the United Kingdom and Singapore are transferred in real time. It goes on to say, with Ripple blockchain technology, money reaches the destination account within seconds or no more than 3 days, depending on the money transfer system in the destination country. So right away, guys, you know, but without even reading it, they're using xCurrent, and they do actually say this. SBC has previously stated that for now it's using Ripple's payment messaging system xCurrent and not the XRP powered xRapid. Now, personally, guys, I get the feeling that all these companies coming out, all these banks and financial institutions that are coming out saying that they're using xCurrent, it's almost like they're being positioned, or they are positioning themselves to go live at some point. And I can tell you this, if all of this happens at once, guys, we're going to see we'll likely see a spike in the price of XRP almost immediately. But it remains to be seen. We'll have to be, just watchful and see what happens here. All right, so let me go ahead and move on. SEB's partnership with Ripple began in 2016, and the company's chief technology officer, Colin Den, says he now believes banks that don't implement similar technologies are facing extinction. So he realizes that what is coming with Ripple cryptocurrencies, I mean, obviously, if they don't adopt, they're going to die. All right. So he goes on to say, Why did we look at Ripple? Because we saw that it has a customer-centric capability. It was giving customers what they wanted, not what we as a bank wanted to push. So that's pretty good. Now, moving on, he says, with Ripple, we found a way and a partner that could actually work with us in a very different way. We've got aggressive ambition. We want to do things differently. We want to really change. We don't see a bank being relevant to its customers in the next 5 to 8 years. Okay, let me read that again. We don't see a bank being relevant to its customers in the next 5 to 8 years. In fact, my personal view, not the bank, but my personal view, is going to be very hard for a bank to exist in 5 to 8 years. There will be a product behind some other brand. So guys, he realizes that banks are going the way of the dinosaur. It's over. In fact, we are very close, and we're on the edge of a totally new financial system. This is something that's been talked about, but what's interesting is that with someone like this actually putting it to words, you know that many others realize what's happening, right? What's going to happen. And some are going to do all they can to hang on for as long as they can, and some will go ahead and move with the flow. But either way, banks are done. I mean, to be honest with you, the only reason why I have not totally just moved to crypto is simply because of the restrictions that we have when it comes to like getting some of these cards. Because, how do we have our bills set up for the most part? Either you have an account, like if you have auto pay, you have this account tied directly to your bank account or to your credit card, right? Once we're able to reliably do that with, some type of wallet or exchange, and guys, it is in the works. This is the very thing that Wetse Wind is working on right now. Banks are done. And this is just evolution. I mean, it is what it is. There has to be something new that comes about. And, we're going to enter into a very, very different world, guys. A very different world. There's so much I would love to talk about, but it really doesn't serve a purpose right now. I will likely go into some of this stuff, but suffice it to say, we have some very exciting times ahead of us. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Now, this particular article, there were a couple different actual titles on it, and this came from the same source, investing.com. Okay, so XRP climbs above 9.35 cents, $9.35, right? It says up 97%, which is absolutely incorrect. I mean, if XRP went up 97 cents, it's still 97%, it still wouldn't even be over $1. It'd barely be over 50 cents. So, obviously there is some type of glitch going on here, but either way, I find it very strange that XRP and actually Stellar were both affected by this. And I've mentioned before that two of the very most important outside of, Bitcoin, not including Bitcoin, two of the most important cryptocurrencies available, okay, are going to be or are XRP and Stellar. And again, a lot of the stuff we're going to see it happen. This is according to information that I have received, but either way, I find it interesting that these two were affected, and also Bitcoin was, but I'll show you that in a second. Now, some people were saying, yeah, this didn't happen. But guys, actually, it did happen. This happened. XRP did go to $9.35. But it was under some extraneous or extraordinary circumstances. So let's go ahead and get into that. Now, this tweet was provided by XRP Crypto Wolf. If you haven't subscribed to him, make sure you do so. But it says here, well, and also it was a retweet of Crypto Wizard's tweet. So Crypto Wolf actually says this proves that the trading bots really do control the entire crypto market, and that is so true. This is how they're able to keep the prices where they want. This is how they're able to manipulate prices. Right now, as we know, there's no announced regulation, so all of this can be done without any, real fear of repercussion. So anyway, that also applies to XRP. So if you're wondering why the price is where it is and it's not going anywhere and it's staying so stable, here you go. But I'm going to go ahead and read on. Judging by this, it sounds like they're completely suppressing the price of XRP. Yes, exactly what I was just saying. If it went all the way up to $9 while Bitcoin dropped to a couple of cents, kind of gives you a little hint there to a couple of cents. So doesn't this scenario sound really fishy? Well, yes, it does. Obviously it does. And this really kind of just, it tells the tale, right? It lets us know that there's some things going on that are very manipulative. And here we are waiting for months, years for something to happen. And this is happening not just with XRP, but with the entire crypto market, because there are bots for every coin out there for the most part, the ones that matter. All right, so Crypto Wizard says, looks like the XRP article wasn't actually a lie. Okay, so this is the reason why I was saying that. And it goes on to say the reason why. Amazon outages yesterday caused several exchanges in Tokyo to suffer drastic price drops on the BTC pairs, whilst XRP hit $9 for a short while. One lucky individual managed to acquire over 48 BTC at 32 cents and 35 cents. Wow, he's a lucky guy. I really wish I could have been on there. But anyway, now you see, I don't know if someone has actually talked about this, but guys, the main point here is that the price is manipulated. All right, and this is what I've been saying all along. The price of XRP should be much higher. Should it be at $9? Should it be higher? I don't know. I do believe we're going to see more FUD before we see any type of price increase. So hold on to your pants. Hold on to your coins. Don't get discouraged. And if it gets to a price that you feel is good enough for yourself, hey, take advantage of it. I know I will. But either way, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as soon as possible. I have some pretty interesting things coming to you guys. I have a interview of someone that I had in my I was doing the whole Uber thing, and he was one of my passengers. So I'm having him come on. He's got a book. It's all related to finances and some other interesting things. So I definitely want you guys to tune in. That's going to be a stream coming up. I just have to confirm with him when he has time, and some other stuff that I have coming towards for you guys. So make sure you stick around and make sure you're subscribed so you know when all this is going to happen. Okay, guys. Again, I just really thank you guys. Also, hit that post notification button so you're notified of all of this stuff that's going on. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, this has been Mr. Freecoiner. Take care of yourselves, and God bless.